Hi, it's Will Harris on Downtown Dayton Radio, and on the line with me, our favorite little superstar from Dayton, Ohio, Alexis Gomez. Hi, Alexis.
Hey, Will, how's it going? Thanks for having me back.
Oh, absolutely. It's going great. We're so excited for you. Alexis, everybody here, okay, we're all rooting for you. We're so proud. And we think you've done a super job and want to congratulate you on everything so far. So we just want to let you know that.
Thank you, Will. It really does mean so much to me just getting all the support from back home. Literally, if I'm having a bad day or I'm missing somebody, I can get on my Facebook, my Twitter, and I see somebody from back home, someone I know, maybe I don't know, just, giving me that boost of confidence and encouragement for the day, and it's wonderful.
I guess the first question right off the top of my head is that all things considered, what's going through your mind right now? What are you thinking? What are you feeling?
Oh my goodness, it's honestly one of the most amazing and crazy, exciting roller coaster experiences I've ever been on. Every single day there's something new that I'm experiencing, something that I've always dreamed of. We're doing interviews, we're going and doing photos, we're getting clothes and hair and makeup and rehearsals, and at the same time, it's this competition thing where you're so nervous. Like, it's crazy, it's up and down, but at this point, it's been the best thing I could ever imagine.
So, Alexis, I'm curious. I'm sure you have become quite close with many of your the people that you're up against on American Idol. They've become friends. And so it must be weird having to compete against them, but yet be sad if you know that one of you might not make it. Can you reveal who your best friends are on the show, and how does it feel when you have to say goodbye to them?
Yeah, that's definitely one of the hardest parts. We've been together so long now. A lot of us have even been close since back in Hollywood Week. And, man, I've said it before, we're so encouraging of each other. That saying goodbye to 8 people last week was really definitely one of the hardest parts of this season. We've all become friends. We help each other through every single audition, everything. We go to dinner every night. We're just so it's sad to see, those relationships that you've made leave. But at the same time, we all know that we're going to stay close throughout this whole experience, no matter what happens.
So you guys are singing all different types of music and genre, and they pick it for you. How did it feel to sing Motown? I mean, you're a country girl. How did it feel? Was it really out of your element or out of your box, or did you have a lot of fun with it?
Singing Motown was definitely a new experience for me. Man, I love doing things outside my genre, so it was a blast getting to learn those songs, especially meeting Aretha Franklin. But yeah, I was thinking for a long time about what song am I going to do, how can I make it country, and what am I going to, do to stand out and be different, but not be over the top and disturb one of those classic songs. So, yeah, I'm not sure that it was my best, but I went out there and gave it my all, and so that's all that matters to me.
Okay, well, I had in my mind a question about your performances so far. How do you feel about what's happened so far in relation to your stage performance?
Great. So my performances so far, honestly, I couldn't be more proud of myself. I think I like to be confident in the fact that I hold myself to a very high bar, and I want to go out there and give my best every single time. I think that if I got sent home tomorrow, that I would be happy walking away and be able to say, you know what, I did the best of my ability every single time I got up on that stage. I did what the good Lord gave me, and I tried my best, so I feel great about it all.
That's great. Great answer. Well, I talk a lot at business meetings, luncheons, and stuff around the city from time to time. People ask me to come in and talk. And the last 2 or 3 that I've done here, probably within the last 3 or 4 weeks, I always get questions about, hey, what's going on with Alexis? Have you talked to her? Is she going to be on the show and all that? So, yeah, there's people really.
Oh, that's so awesome.
Yeah. I got a question here from Gwen, who is in Marina Del Rey. Southern California, not far from Hollywood. And
Yeah.
she listens a lot, and she wants to know if the rehearsals are closed, or can you watch the other contestants? Can you get involved in what they're doing, or is it closed off?
So most of our rehearsals are closed off in private, just so the contestant feels, comfortable. But once we get into the dress rehearsal, which is normally the day before or the day of, all the contestants are able to, kind of, as long as we're quiet and we don't distract people, we're allowed to, sit in the back and listen and watch and root each other on.
Okay. Just a follow up from me? Is it difficult to for you to rehearse with your other people you're competing against, kind of in there watching you, or no?
At first, I was a little intimidated. I was like, oh no, everyone's so good, and now they're going to be looking at me, comparing up and sizing the competition. But like I said before, we have all gotten so close that it's just like, singing in front of your friends. It's not nerve-wracking because we're all so encouraging. And when I'm done, I walk up to someone and be like, okay, how does that sound? What about this part? And I'd rather have them there than not, so...
Hi, Alexis. I saw on Facebook that you were ill and not feeling very well, and I wondered how you were doing now and if it has affected your ability to rehearse this week.
I got the flu, and I went to the doctor and found I had a double ear infection, I think maybe from the flying, because I was a little congested. And thank goodness they got me on medicine super, super quick. And I think definitely all the prayers have helped, because we had a day off on the weekend, and that was my healing day. I swear, I woke up the next day feeling 10 times better and was able to come in and rehearse and do the best I could. And each day I've gotten a little bit better. So hopefully I'll be 100% by tomorrow.
I know as I was watching the show last Thursday, it was gut-wrenching to sit there and watch that as they were calling out name after name after name. And I can only imagine what you were thinking and feeling. If you could just let us know what was going on in your mind at that time.
That was terrible. It was so terrible. Okay, so, you're already so nervous just about not knowing when you're going to be called. But I think after each person is called, you get a little less confident. So I was so nervous, especially being the last one. I was just trying to mentally prepare myself, like, okay, if you're going home, be, calm, don't cry, but if you're singing, you better whip up your emotions and stop being sad and stop being nervous and go up there and sing. So I think the anticipation was, worse than anything. It was just sitting there waiting. And then once I realized I was through, having to control all of my emotions and go up there and perform, oh gosh. I don't want to be in a situation like that again, but if I have to, at least I'm prepared.
Let's go to Kathy. Kathy is from South Charleston, and she wants to know if you get help and advice with your wardrobe and makeup and hair and all that stuff.
So that's a really cool part of the show. We actually just started that this round when we were in the top 16. We got to go in and, show some of the stylists what we consider our style, bring in a couple of items that we like, and then they kind of figure it out what we want to look like based on our performance that week, our song choice, and they try to bring it all together. And for me, that's what I've been looking forward to most. I think as a girl, like when somebody else buys you clothes and makes you look all pretty, that's so much fun. And so I've had a blast doing that this week, and I actually get to wear something that they picked out for me tomorrow in my performance.
Cool. So you are getting some professional help. That's good. Yeah, that's got to be fun.
Yeah.
It's got to be fun. What's the format this week? Is it going to be different? Will everyone perform, or just the ones that get enough votes? How does it work this week?
As far as I know, I think it's the same format as it was last week, and I think they'll continue that throughout the season. So it's going to be that nerve-wracking waiting on the edge of your seat to figure out who they're going to call. And then I believe the last couple of people will be the people who are going to be eliminated. I'm trying to play like a head game with myself, saying, okay, I don't think they're going to call me last again. So if I'm second to last and I don't get picked, then I'm probably going home. I'm like trying to figure out all these little things that might be working in the process.
Well, you know what? I don't think you can outthink that. They've got so much experience, and they're so good at how they put that stuff together and edit things and all that.
Yeah, we'll have no idea.
Yeah, really. So Dorothy in Centerville wanted to know if the judges get involved in helping pick songs, or do they critique rehearsals? Or like Keith Urban, I remember last week, he said something about at the end, maybe that wasn't, a good song for you or whatever, but we'll figure
Right.
that out, or something like that.
Yeah. The judges aren't as hands-on during the week and during rehearsals. Their main critique and advice is what you guys see on the show. That's pretty much what we get from them too. But we have Scott Borchetta here in the studio helping us during the entire week. So he's kind of the mediator between the judges and us.
Oh.
And he helps us with song choice and stuff like that, that he believes that they're looking for too. So we kind of get to have the best of both worlds and have both of them give us advice throughout the week.
Okay, so they're not directly involved, but if somebody really wanted
Right.
to get, a message to you,
Yes.
it would be through this consultant or program director, whoever it is that you're. Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Exactly.
Your career has just taken a turn on the dime. I mean, you went from 0 to 60 in how many weeks? We had no doubt about it. We knew this was going to happen. But still, there's a lot to be up against. I mean, it's not just talent. It's perseverance. It's listening to constructive advice and listening to your coaches and picking the right songs. I mean, they keep saying that all along, don't they? Got to pick the right song. So, how are you dealing with all this fame? How are you dealing with all your new fans and these opportunities that you're going to have in front of you? I mean, what a chance in the lifetime, and gosh, you deserve it. So I know there's a couple questions in there. I guess my main question is just, what are you going to do with this when all is said and done? Either make it or not make it. You've made it because you're noticed and you have fans already. How are you going to handle this? What's your next step?
It's really strange. I don't think you can ever prepare yourself for that. Like, I don't feel like I'm famous at all, but I feel so much love and support from everyone. Like, just even, sometimes we go out to dinner, and even here in LA, there's so many famous people, but it was cool. There was some little girl and her mom at Forever 21 with us, and she said, "Oh my gosh, I recognize you." And it's stuff like that that's really, really cool to me that I don't think will ever get old. And I don't know, as far as after the show or what happens with the show, I think I've always said it. This has been my dream, and I think especially getting to this point in American Idol has given me amazing opportunities and a great platform to work off of, no matter how far I go. And so I'm going to plan to, go out there and start fighting the day I get eliminated and hopefully keep this dream alive.
Well, listen, we thank you so much for spending time with us. I know you're super busy out there and fighting the cold or flu or whatever, and there's, your head's got to be spinning. So I'll back out, let you get back to your business, and just let you know that we love you. We're cheering for you. We're so excited for you. Whatever happens, we're more than proud of how you're representing our great city here of Dayton, Ohio, USA.
Thank you, Will, so much. It's always a pleasure and an honor to be on your show. I've enjoyed getting to know you guys and working with you. Thanks for all your love and support, and I love everyone at Downtown Dayton Radio.